Hello, my name is Patty Lopez, and I'm going to be your host for today's show. The show is going to give you opportunity to express your concerns and the issues that are happening right now in the community and the things that we want to change. I have my guests here. Your name?
Pilar Zorrilla y Lorena Zorrilla.
Okay, and what brings you here?
Well, we are here to try to defend adult education, make sure that the programs are safe, that the community have a school to go to, that the English classes, parenting classes, all of the classes that we offer are safe and are running all year long, because we were just cut and it's supposed to end June 19 will be the date that the Division of Adult Education will be closing for the adults. They are promising some money, the district is promising some money, but that's only going to be for high school and ROP programs, which are for high school students. No adult education is in the budget.
Well, that's really going to impact. And can you tell me how many students attend adult education?
Approximately 330,000 students attend all the 30 schools that we have. And that's an approximate number, It impacts many more people because these are the parents of the students in the elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools from the district. So the impact is much bigger than we can even imagine.
You can tell me like how many students that we have for each school, like approximately, and how many schools there are adult education are in LAUSD?
We have 10 occupational centers, and the rest are adult schools.
20.
There are community adult schools. The number is different. Like Evans, I believe, has around 10 to 15,000 students, the same as Friedman is probably around 10,000 students. West Valley Occupational Center is another of our big centers, so I don't know the exact number of each school, but approximately all the other schools, like the adult schools, sometimes they are fewer students, it depends where are they located. And occupational centers are centers where they provide vocational education classes. Those are the classes that provide preparation for employment at a very low cost for the students in Los Angeles.
And can you tell me about the prices about those classes?
Yeah, most of our classes are less than $65 per class.
Per semester?
Per semester.
Okay. And how is the fee for high school students?
Free.
It's free?
Yeah. For high school students 16 to 18 years old, they could attend the adult schools for free. Well, they don't pay, and they even provide them with books and everything. It's just like a regular school.
And how about the ESL classes?
The ESL classes, it varies in different schools, but most of them are free. The only time they charge them $1 or $5 is for the student ID, which at least costs $10, but they only charge them $5 or $1. It depends on the school.
And my understanding is with if they have the school ID, the parents can go to the library and get some books for the kids, and also if they go to the movies, they can get discounts, right?
Yeah, they get $2 or $3 discount. Some museums and the library will give you discount when you're a student, sometimes in the movies, as you said. And it also serves the community because let's not forget that some people cannot get any other kind of ID. So that ID at least helps them sometimes identify themselves when they go out to the library or to a museum. Wherever they are, they can be identified as a student. That makes a difference.
And how this budget cut is going to affect the community in whole?
The community, I work here in Pacoima in some of the schools here. I know that a lot of the students that I've taught parenting classes, they moved on from my class to ESL, studying English and getting their GED, and I see them going, bettering themselves day by day. I've been teaching there for almost 10 years, and Telfair is one of the schools that I always teach at. And it's very, very rewarding for me to see all these parents, you know, that started 10 years ago with me, and now they come and say, teacher, now I have my GED. See, now I can speak English. I have a better job. My family is better. You know, we're living a better life. So this is the place, the country of the dreams. You know, people come here with dreams, and I think education is one of the dreams that they have. They want to better themselves. They want to make more money, but they also want to study and better themselves. And that's what, you know, adult education has done for many of them.
Okay. And what is the steps we can do to help with the situation right now? What can the community and the people there listening this tape and want to do something and help? What can do?
Okay.
What the community can do?
There are several neighborhood council meetings that we are having through the week. They can check every day this website that is www.saveadulted.org. Over there every day they post new information regarding the events that they are having in the community, and the students can find out what's going on and how can they help. They can also call the number 323-929-2529, and they ask them for which school are they calling from, and they are transferred to different
Board members.
People from the community to respond, to the board members especially, to respond why are they doing these cuts, and they actually can leave their story, and they can cooperate in preventing all these cuts, because the school district has money for other things, and adult education is only 2% of their budget. So they are trying to close adult education, but they just hire a media director, you know, so there are other things that they are doing instead of funding adult education.
So do you think LAUSD has money to continue with these programs? And why they're not using this money to help adult education? And how long adult education been existing in LAUSD? For how long?
Adult education has been around for almost 150 years.
Wow.
It actually survived depression, you know, in the United States. So the Great Depression, you know, was worse than this recession we have now, and we still had adult education. If they ever close adult education, it's gonna be almost impossible to open it again, because especially because we charge such a small fee, because there are many programs where people can go and get loans of thousands and thousands of dollars, and they pay for classes that are actually a lower level than the education that they can get at these schools.
Yeah, because in these schools you have credentialed teachers giving these classes, and when you go to a vocational education class in any other, you know, private college institution, they don't really require sometimes even credentialed teachers, you know, to teach these classes. So it's really a disadvantage for the community when you take away quality education and you make them go to schools where they're gonna incur in a lot of loans that you're never gonna know if, well, by the time they finish training, if they're even gonna be able to find a job. We know that our students find jobs when they finish our classes, most of them.
And also, I don't know if you can have that information about the LDM program, comparing with the private one. It's really interesting, one of the programs that a lot of people want to get into the program and not many can, because it's a small space, but it's still the few people get into the program. Do you have?
Yeah, they pass 99%. They have the passing score, the passing rate of the scores for LBN. Yeah, they, you know, in other institutions sometimes they fail. You know, when it comes to the state test, but in LBN, in adult education, you know, we have a 99% rate of passing that test. So that just says it right there. You know, I teach early childhood education at West Valley Occupational Center. And my students also are able to work in preschools, in private preschools. And get a job as preschool teachers, with the training that they get there. So a lot of the schools prefer the students that are trained in vocational centers rather than in community colleges, because the salary in early childhood education is not really big. So when you have someone who finished a 4-year degree, their expectation for a salary is much higher than what they're willing to pay. So the students trained in vocational centers, they're not only hands-on trained and well-trained, but they also accept a salary that is less than if they had a 4-year degree.
But can you maybe explain more about that fees for LVM, because I know that comparison with the fees for private college with LAUSD is really different. Do you know anything about
I don't know the exact amount, but I know there is a big difference of thousands of dollars. That's
okay. Well, we're gonna be back in just a minute, and we're gonna go for a commercial.
Hi, I'm Nina Royal, publisher and editor of the North Valley Reporter. We are a small neighborhood paper. It comes out monthly. And if you're a small business, this would be the perfect place for you to advertise. My telephone number is area code 818-563-1962. And our website is www.northvalleyreporter.com. Visit it and you will find everything you want to know about the North Valley Reporter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Isaac Luna from Luna's Radiators and Mufflers. We are located at 10677 San Fernando Road, the beautiful city of Pacoima, California. We've been in the same location for over 40 years. We specialize in radiators, mufflers, brakes, shocks, custom exhaust, catalytic converters. We are not cheap and we're not expensive, but we are reasonable. Our phone number is 818-899-0812, and we are glad to be of service to you. And thank you.
Hey, you ever thought about video production? What about audio production? Well, listen, we got it. All the way down to the cameras, to the shooting, all the way down to the editing. Oh, not to mention we also have lighting classes too. Also audio classes, you guys. Can't miss that. Mixing, mastering. Yeah, we'll show you how to engineer, you guys, all in Pro Tools. I'm talking about just like the big dogs do it, where you're able to do music production also. Work the MPC. I'm talking Reasons and Fruity Loops. Hey, you know how Kanye does it, right? Or should I say Lil Weezy?
Lil Weezy, we can show how we get it, show them how we get right into it, show how we get it.
Okay, that's enough, guy. Thanks a lot. Anyhow, if you want to go ahead and get in touch with us, you can reach us at area code 818-890-5082. Our company name is Heroes of Life. Our address is 11243 Glen Oaks Boulevard, Pacoima, California, 91331.
If you didn't know, neighborhood councils were created to help improve your communities. We have funds available for projects that are important to you. We also have the ability to bring other resources provided by the city. So be part of the solution and become a member of your local neighborhood council.
Hello, welcome back. And at this moment, for the people that don't know what is the adult education, we're going to have a small slideshow so you can know more about that adult education. Well, that's a great information there, and I hope you can look that ages of the people that are in that slideshow. We have students from early, like 16 years old to 80 years old. And maybe we can share more about the programs that you have in the schools.
Yeah, in the schools, in the occupational centers, our classes are different. We have accounting, we have computers, we even have aviation, you know, and we also have graphic design, we have auto mechanics, we have Photoshop, we also have welding, we have English as a second language, as I said before, parenting and early childhood education. We have bakery, you know, if they want to work in a bakery. Cosmetology is one of the very famous programs, and even we have programs for older adults also in the division. So you know, we serve everyone.
We have mommy and me programs also. We have like cosmetology. We have mechanics, body shop, you know, for the cars, electrician, plumbing. We have internship for high schoolers. They start working, and then they get paid to do like an internship, and then they get placed in a job.
Photovoltaics, which is one of the greenest, you know, in this economy where everyone wants to be green. We have photovoltaics, which is solar panels in the homes. And that's the future, you know, we are teaching the future careers.
And let me ask you, so for how long is the term for those careers? How long is it going to take for a person to finish like one of the certificates?
It varies, but like cosmetology, they have to have, it's one of the longest programs, and they have to do 1,600 hours because that is a requirement for the state. But early childhood education, our programs are like 300 hours. You know, in 300 hours, approximately, they can get a certificate of completion, and they can apply for a job. And since they have been doing their training, the hands-on training, they are well prepared to get a job. And usually, we go and choose most of the best schools. I teach at Abraham Freeman Occupational Center, that is in downtown Los Angeles, and we go to USC Early Childhood Education Center to get the training. So my students are training with one of the best teachers for early childhood education.
But in terms, how long, like a student, because I have a few students that I know, they don't want to go to college or university, and just they want to go like in fast track and get a class to finish maybe in 1 year or 2 years. So that can be possible for the students?
That is very common in adult education, you know, the careers are mainly 1 year, some trainings could be attained in 6 months. It depends on what their interest is, you know.
So like example, like students in high school, when they can start those classes in the occupational center?
When they turn 16 and they have a referral from the parents and the counselors, you know, permission to attend the school, they could start coming to evening classes. And some of the high school students that I've trained, that I've taught, they actually finish the program and they finish high school at the same time, you know, or even before they finish high school. So by the time they're out of high school, they already have a career to start earning money, you know, solid money that they could take then if they want to continue with college. It's not a burden on them, you know, well, I don't have any money, because now they do have a way of making a living that is better than entry-level salary.
And those classes also can go towards their high school credits, like elective classes?
Yes.
This is the classes that they
all
call
of
in
the
ROP
classes that we teach, yeah, they are ROP classes, and they count as high school credits. So
every 60 hours that the student gets in our classrooms, they get 5 units of elective credits in high school. So if a student is a little behind in credits, because we do a lot of remedial education, there are many students that are not graduating high school. I believe at least 50% of the Hispanic students in high school drop out before even graduating. So many of them end up in adult schools trying to make up the credits and trying to pass the new exam, the CASE, so they can get their high school diploma or at least take the test for the GED. So in reality, we serve 37% of the population in LAUSD are served in adult schools. It's a very high percentage. 37% of all the students in LAUSD attend some type of class.
And only 2% of the budget.
So we talking about the budget. If you, like example, and if they close that 20 schools there right now in the line to be closed, how those high school students gonna be affected? Starting, they gonna offer some classes in the summer, or it's gonna be until the fall? What is the program for?
We really don't know, all of this information has been kept secret, we only know that they are planning to continue with 10 occupational centers. We don't know which ones, we don't know who's staying, who's leaving, but if they're only serving high school students, they're not even going to have enough room for the ones that are already serving right now, the 37%. So it's very sad because they're not going to have a school to go to. If they drop out from school, the crime rate is going to go skyrocket high, because what are these children going to do if they don't have any place to go? The high school, they are already too old to go back to high school. So where are we going to put these children? What's going to happen in the society if those children are out of school?
And what the superintendent saying about this situation? What is the word?
Unfortunately, we've had very bad response from the superintendent, and also, the community right now are really upset with the board members that have kept silence, and really have not helped the community, because it's really sad that they are the ones that are working for us. We elected them, to help and serve the community, and right now they're turning their backs on them. So the community are really in position where they're getting angry, because they say, well, we're not going to have any education. What are we going to do? There's not going to be jobs for our children, future for our families.
I think also the superintendent is a little bit out of touch with the community he's serving now. He was he was a student for Eli Broad, so they are used to lots of people with money. They are not used to this kind of poverty, and what's happening is he's a lot pro charter schools, privatization. He's trying to build some charter schools, and they're trying to charge a lot of money to the students in order to keep these schools open.
Okay, we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna be back.
It's a real past on for generations as an heirloom. Trapped in the freedom, yes, I'll be there. Suits like work for lies, that's the work for God's words to write. Searching my soul as word shots of my heart, quenching and creating light.
Oh, welcome back. And we was mentioned about that new steps that we need to do for adult education to help in this situation.
Well, first of all, we need to make sure that people understand that adult education has their own money. We were put into categorical funding 3 years ago, and that's what is causing all these problems. So we actually need to contact the governor, Jerry Brown, and ask him to please keep a separate funding for adult education. But not only that, the Board of Education has a lot of power in making that decision. That's why I don't know if you know, but we have 2 recalls going for the members of the district because they are not serving the community that they were elected to serve.
And as who is the people that are being recalled?
Okay, Monica Garcia, the director of the board of education, and Nuri Martinez, the one that is for District 6.
Okay, can you explain about Monica, which area that she serves?
She's District 2. She actually serves the area downtown, all over like Evans, some parts of South Central and Central. Actually downtown is where she serves in District 2.
Okay, and Nuri?
Nuri Martinez is here in Pacoima, San Fernando Valley, District 6.
Okay, and which of the board members that are supporting adult education at this moment?
We only have one, and that's Margaret Lamotte. That's the only one that voted for us, and she thought it was ridiculous that they were cutting us this way and that they were letting so many people go, and they were destroying the community basically. She was the only vote that we got.
I hear in the news that I was one of the members that presented a resolution. Can you explain more about the resolution that presented at the LAUSD board?
The one that presented the resolution was Mr. Zimmer.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what is the
He's the one.
resolution about?
Well, he just said he didn't want it to accept the first budget in the first meeting when they said, do you accept this budget? He said, no, that is not okay because that will cut all of the money from LAUSD. We are gonna send you back and go back and in your meeting and find something that we could work together with, and that he started the movement in helping us, speaking up in the board before Margaret Lamotte. It was the following meeting when she voted no, but before that he had actually called on every member of the board and the superintendent and said, that is not what we're going to take. That cannot be done. We cannot cut.
And we were very surprised by Bennett Kaiser's vote against adult education because he is supposed to be supporting adult education. So I think some of the votes, especially Nuri Martinez and Monica Garcia, they are part of this community. They are Hispanic, they are women, they should be serving the community that they were elected for.
So they're not pronounced at this moment any, or Monica or Nuri, about supporting any other funding at this moment?
No, actually they're gonna keep 10% of adult education. There's a rumor that they're gonna keep from 1,800 teachers, they're gonna stay 300 teachers. From 30 schools, they are gonna combine all of them in 10 occupational centers.
Okay, so what are we wanting to do is maybe we can send cameras with you and a crew so they can follow up with you and all the things that you're doing right now to, excuse me, to defend adult education, and maybe we can report it back like around 3 months and see what is adult education at that moment. If it's okay with you, we can send out people to report that. Thank you so much. And for the people that wanted help about adult education, you will see in the screen there is going to pass on numbers and direction and people that you can contact so you can really make the difference. So I hope you can get back to you in a few months. Thank you.